Hello there guildies, this is Dukie, and this video is a quick guide slash tutorial for the Plants vs Zombies or Peacebloom vs Ghouls game that is in Hillsborough Foothills in British Farmstead. If you're having trouble finding this place, it's straight south of the Dalaran crater where Dalaran used to be before it got lifted off the ground by all the mages. Um, this game is pretty good copy of the Plants vs Zombies game that you can get for your computer. Um, I'm not gonna show you the first three levels where they give you all of your plants or weapons. I'm just gonna show you the two last levels, which seems to be the ones that people are having the most issues or problems with. As you can see, there is six buttons on your action bar. The first one, number one, being the sunflower, second one being the spitter, third one being the freezing flower, fourth is the wall, fifth is the tentacle, and sixth is the pumpkin bomb. Um, on the right hand side of the action bar, you're gonna see a little yellow tube filling up. That is your sun power or solar power. That's what you use to plant things. Sunflowers cost 10, spitters and freezy cost 20. Walls cost 15, and pumpkins cost 40. I don't remember how much the vines cost, but that's not super important. The strategy to be able to beat the last two levels that I found works the best is as follows. Yes, if you guys notice at the very beginning of this level, I started building sunflowers right away, and what you want to do is you want to build them as soon as you get the 10 solar power to make the first one, because the longer you wait to put them down, the longer it takes for them to start producing sun power, and you want to have sun power right away. If you guys notice, I built some sunflowers over and over until there was a zombie coming in a specific row. It was at that point that I put down a spitter, and even then, sometimes if it's just a simple basic zombie that's coming, not a ghoul with a bucket on his head, but the really slow ones, sometimes I will not even put the spitter there until I get another sunflower down and then put the spitter, because you got time. You have time to be able to put down your spitter in time to save yourself. At this point, you can see what the basic layout of the main defense is. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to build two rows of sunflowers followed by one row of spitters. Whenever there is a ghoul coming with the ones that look just like the Death Knight ghouls, and they have a bucket on their head, what I do at that point is I put a wall on the fifth row or fifth column, I think it should be, yeah, column, uh, to slow them down. This is just to buy me extra time so that the spitters have long enough to take care of them without me having to spend some power on putting freezing flowers down there, and I can use that extra bit of time to finish filling my sunflower rows columns. As you can see right now, I only need one more, and I'm putting down the last one, and now my sunflower army is set. At this point, what I'm doing is I'm just dropping walls in front of the rows that have ghouls, and then I'm starting to add the freezing flowers to the rows that have the most zombies in at that moment. I will continue to do this during the whole quest that we're in, the fourth one, I think, second from last one, uh, until I have the columns that go sunflower, sunflower, spitter, freezing flower, walls. Also, I just put down a tentacle all the way on the right. I like to put my tentacles all the way on the right because they give my damage flowers with the spitters more time to hit anything, because they're holding them all the way at the end of the game table. Um, right now the game is getting a little slow. Nothing new is happening, so what I'm doing is, since there is no immediate threat, I'm just collecting sunflower to make sure that I have a pretty good base build up, so that I can have a pumpkin ready to go whenever a big wave piles up. Now this is the very important part, and here's the reason why you wanted to have two sunflower rows, is so that you can have enough sun power to use pumpkins on a regular basis. You will not be able to get through this um, quest and the one following without using pumpkins. The only reliable method of dealing enough damage, unless you have like 3 columns of spitters, but that just takes a lot more longer to build and they take longer to deal with the big bad guys. As you can see here, my defenses are completely built at this point. Sunflower, spitter, freezing wool, with a few tentacles all the way on the right. They die pretty quick, but they do their job, which is they hold bad guys in place for a while. Right there, you saw me drop a pumpkin in the middle row there, and it took out one of the big zombies. And I'm still getting enough sun power that when the pumpkin comes off cooldown, I should have enough to use it again. At this point, it's just a matter of maintaining your formation. Um, you can see the big zombie beating on my wall in the middle. He will probably take it down. Nope, he didn't get to. I was able to put a pumpkin down before that happened. I took care of that. The wall did get beat up pretty bad, so now it went away. So all I do now is, as soon as I have enough sun power, I'll just replace it. And that's pretty much what you're up to right now. It's just replacing your units that get damaged, keep dropping tentacles on the right just to give you more time, and use pumpkins whenever they're off cooldown. Try not to use them on a single zombie unless that's like the only option. Try to save them for big piles of them. Um, if you have a choice, if you have to make a choice between a decision between using it on a big zombie or a pile of little ones, always use it on the big one, because the big ones, they seem to be able to, they get stopped by the walls, but they seem to be able to just run by the spitters and the freezing ones, and they like to run straight and basically activate your lawnmower, which are those green glowy things all the way in the left hand side of the game playing here. And those are a one-time use thing. Those are like a last, like a safe thing. If zombies happens to get there, that will activate. He will run across all the way across to the right, killing everything on his way. But it only works once. Um, so if you had to make a choice between using a pumpkin between on a big dude or a bunch of little ones, always use it on the big dude. As you can see on the bottom, I'm having a little bit of a hard time. They go through my. There's a lot of them beating on my wall. They just took it down, looks like, and they're about to start beating on my other plants. One thing you can do is, and so then I dropped a pumpkin there, and I took care of that threat, and now it's just back to rebuilding. One thing you can do that I found works pretty well is if you see that one of your walls is about to fall, uh, queue your wall and have your mouse ready to drop a new one, and as soon as whatever zombie or ghoul or monster breaks it, drop the new wall in there, and it will count as the wall being in front of the zombie, so they still have to break it to keep moving, which is great. Um, at this point, I think I'm getting ready for the next big wave. Um, as you can see, I'm trying to rebuild my defenses again, and those big abominations do take a lot of to take them down. So pumpkins are must for them, and I believe that's what happened in this specific quest. Is I spent my pumpkins and stuff trying to kill those two big chunky boys, and I left that uh, weird tentacle zombie all the way on the top free, and he ended up activating my log mover, but it didn't matter because I still got through all the way to the end.